All right, the next app that I decided to explore was the Nearpod app, and I really also loved this app. As you can see right here from the home screen, if you're a teacher, you can sign up for free. If you're an administrator, you would need to request a quote for your district to use, and I'll talk a little bit more about that when we get into there. But I'm going to go ahead and log in. I did create an account for this. It was super simple to create an account with this. I can just sign in with my current Google account at school, and it'll take me right to my homepage in Nearpod. So here we are. You can see that I've done a lot of Christmas things here also, since that's what we're getting ready to study in my classroom. So this is just my home, my dashboard of things that I have. So you can, again, you can search. So one cool feature, if others in your school have an account on Nearpod, you can connect to your school library. So currently nobody else in my school has an account here, or they haven't uploaded any lessons. So that's something cool that I can take back to share with my school, is how we could use this. So I'm going to search in the Nearpod library, which, similar to many other websites like this, there's just all kinds of things that you can search for. You can search it by grades. So since pre-K isn't an option, I'm going to search by kindergarten, and see what pops up here. So it's going to talk to me about, ooh, there's a cool one, insects, which we're going to do later this year. Diwali, which I already added to my library. Just that's one of the things we're going to get started talking about when we start our Holidays Around the World unit. This would have been cool for Constitution Day, since we have to talk about that in schools now. And I see a cool Thanksgiving one up there. Lots and lots of different videos that you can search through here. You can also search by lessons if I wanted to search it by subject. So let's just say I wanted to do math. So there, I've selected math. So now it's just going to show me different math videos that I could use with my class. But for now, I'm going to go back to, I've already added a bunch of things to my homepage. So primarily, this just has a lot of videos that you can watch. So I do have to click that I want to teach a lesson. It shows you, you can project an interactive video. Students do not need a code or device of this. You can do it student paced or live participation if you have a device and your students have a device. I'm going to pick front of class for this one. And it's going to bring me up. So then it's going to tell me this video is interactive. So yes, I want to turn on interactive mode. And then we'll go ahead and push play. And we love the number blocks in our class, so.
What should we do today? Oh, okay. Let's do everything. Everything? Yes. Ready?
So then what does adding numbers remind you of? This would just be a time where we would pause. We could talk about this in class, and the video is paused. So since I'm doing this in the front of the class, this just gives me a chance to talk to my class about this. The video that's projecting on my whiteboard would just show a black screen right now. When we were done talking about that, what does adding numbers remind you of? Then I can hit the play button again, and the video will continue. If I drag through to our next question,
The rainbow called Kevin.
which of the following pairs can make 10? So this is just a nice way to check in and kind of do the math. So you could go through them with kids, and then they could just, that we could add them all as a class. You could call in individual kids, however you wanted to do this, but then you could show the solution. It's 4 and 6. So then you could go back to your video.
I am 3, and I'm playing in the sun.
Next question, 4 plus 1. So then talk about that as a class. In our room, we say 4 and 1 more. So then they would know that it's 5. We can go back to playing. And the whole video is only 5 minutes long.
2
points to Blues.
10 minus 2. We could talk about if you took some away from the group of 10, what would you have? You'd have 8. And we'll finish out the end of our video.
I'm bigger now.
What's one word from this video you do not understand? I really like this question that it asks in here just because it really helps like kids take ownership of I didn't get this. So it kind of lets me know where to go as a teacher, which I think was kind of a cool feature. And then we've reached the end of our lesson. So I can just close out of it. Yes, I want to exit. Then I'm right back to my home screen that I was previously on. Then I can, over here, I can go to my reports. So I haven't launched a lessons that students have joined yet. So there's no reports here. But if I had done that, this is where lessons would populate. Within my profile, it shows that I've created 2 lessons. Kind of tells me what I've done within this. And then I do want to show you, I did create one lesson. It's super, super brief, but just for the sake of trying it out. And I did it live participation. It didn't give me the option when I was creating it, but if then we had our iPads or whatever, we could put in the code and it would populate onto theirs. So now there's the code. And this lesson is really just a quick, it's just got a couple of slides on it with a YouTube video embedded in it. So
the biggest
takes
value
me
I see
right to my
Notion
YouTube
brings
video.
to a company is actually time saving. This is super beneficial.
Skip ad. And then this is the video that I embedded in there. It's just a quick overview of different holidays
San
around the
Fernando
world.
holds the Giant Lantern Festival, which features beauty.
Goes through just
Christmas
brief
Eve.
facts, like 1 or 2
This falls
brief
during
things
summer. Pudding, served with custard, apples, and nut through town.
about various countries.
Epiphany is celebrated on the 6th of January and
So my thought with that video is that I could use that with my kids just to give them a quick introductory to Christmas around the world. And then after we finish that, then we would just review. And this would just be a whole class discussion. So just to see and reflect on what they learned from the video. So there is that. And you can see down here that I have no viewers like on right now because I'm obviously not live in a classroom. But I could add an activity to it if I wanted to. But otherwise, yeah, that would be my thing. If I wanted to take it into presentation view so you couldn't see my toolbar, then I could hit that right there. But I'm going to end this session and then come back here just quick to show. They also have a teacher resources tab, so you could get other resources, information, how to use it, your help, like help buttons, so you would get help from them. And then here's where I wanted to click on the pricing. So for individual educators, there's no cost. If you wanted to be a gold educator, that'd be 100. So, but you can see this limits you to 100 megabytes of storage and only 40 students per lesson, which for me, that would work fine. If you were a teacher that taught multiple grade levels or multiple different classes, you would maybe need to upgrade. This one allows is $159 a year and allows 75 students, or platinum allows 90 students, and it also just increases your storage. Or over here, your district can request a quote, and then you could just use it district wide, which also gives you other things like allows you to report out differently or add co-teachers or various different things if you use a district wide plan. Otherwise, I think that's all about Nearpod. Really cool website. This also gives you could start a timer up here if you set an activity up, and then you could set for how long you want them to be able to have to complete it. There's a collaborative board and an interactive video, which you could do. So very cool features on this website as well, and I'm excited to try some of them out as we approach our winter unit of study.